Hi, my name is Tony, and today I'm going to show you how to make tofu fajitas. Start by preheating your oven to 425 degrees Fahrenheit, which is about 218 degrees Celsius. Then take a half sheet pan and line it with parchment paper or a silicone mat. When selecting a silicone mat, make sure you have one that's for sweet and for savory, because sometimes it picks up the taste. And if you're doing something like this, you don't want to make cookies on the same silicone mat later because it'll have the taco seasoning flavor. I have made this mistake. Learn from me. I'll be using super firm tofu today. I like it for a variety of reasons. One, because I don't have to press it. It's so dense that it doesn't absorb a lot of water in the way that firm tofu or even extra firm tofu do. If you don't have access to super firm tofu, which you can get, this one is from the Sprouts brand, but they also have it at Walmart. I've seen it there. And then of course at places like Whole Foods, they have it. If you don't have access to this, firm tofu works just fine. And the recipe that I'm using calls for half of a block, but I am going to use the whole thing because we want leftovers tomorrow and the sheet pan is big enough to hold all of it. For the printable recipe link, I'm including that down below if you want to make this as well. Using your fingers, break the block in half, and if you're using half of it, you can store the rest in an airtight container filled with water and use it within 5 days. But if you're not going to store it, and like me, you're going to use the whole thing, what we're gonna do is break them into about 1-inch sized chunks. And I like to do it this way because I like them to be textured, and I think it holds on to more of the taco seasoning, which we're gonna add in a little bit. And what I love about this dish is the fact that it's all done on a sheet pan, so it's not going to call to messy up one extra bowl. Mine are in a variety of sizes, which is okay, as long as the majority of the chunks are similarly sized. Once all the tofu is added to the sheet pan, you're gonna add 1 bell pepper that has been sliced. What I like to do is cut the tops off, and my husband likes to snack on those with some hummus or even by themselves, and remove the innards. So if there's any white or seeds, you can go ahead and remove those with a knife and add those on. I'm using red and yellow for the maximum amount of color, but you can use green. Green are often cheaper, and you can see that my yellow are a little bit wet, and that's because I froze them. If I know I'm not going to get to produce on time, I'll slice them or dice them in the way that I think I'm going to use them next and put them in the freezer. And since we were going out of town, I didn't want this to go bad, and I froze it before I left. It'll work just the same in this recipe. In fact, I wanted to show you a pepper blend I often use. So if you want to save on time and not worry about the chopping, I recommend getting something like this, which is pepper strips from the brand called Bird's Eye. I got this at Walmart, but I know they sell it at a lot of different places. And sometimes you can even find it with the onions in it. And instead of adding the onions, which I'm going to show you how to do right now, you can buy it frozen in a bag in a blend. These have also been frozen. I chopped them before I went on my trip. We were going to a wedding, and they once again will cook just the same. Here you can use red. In fact, I like to use red because of the color, but I only had yellow, so I used yellow. Now, mushrooms are an optional ingredient, but we had these in the freezer as well. These are sliced, and I'm gonna add them. You don't have to, but if you have them or if you really like mushrooms, I do recommend them for a bit of extra texture. This is 1 cup. Then I'm adding in 3 minced garlic cloves and 2 tablespoons of taco seasoning. I'm using one of these packets, but you can use any kind. You can also make your own. And when you're using this, this is not low sodium, but they do make a low sodium one if you are watching your salt intake. Add this onto the mixture. Then add on 2 tablespoons. I'm just going to do a little drizzle. 2 tablespoons of a neutral oil. Then take a spoon and mix everything together. What we're looking to achieve here is making sure the tofu and all the vegetables are coated with the oil and taco seasonings. If you find that this is not enough taco seasoning to your liking, there should be more in the bag. If you want, and what I would do if I was not doing this video, is I would make sure my hands are really clean. And I would do this with my hands to make the process go by a lot faster. And I also think I would like to add a little bit more taco seasoning, but I'm gonna see once everything is blended up. When you feel like everything is mixed sufficiently and all the vegetables as well as the tofu are nice and coated, you want to spread everything out across the pan as much as possible. Ideally, we're looking for a single layer. Now take it to the preheated oven where we're gonna bake it for 25 minutes, and if you're using frozen vegetables, then add 5 additional minutes. All right, they're done. They look and smell beautiful. Again, I'm including the recipe down below, but if you have the Plant-Based on a Budget Quick and Easy cookbook, you can find it on page 122, and I am going to serve them up like I have served them in this photo. That is in tacos. So you can do so many different things with this. You can make a bowl, you can serve it with some quinoa, you can make some tacos, you can make burritos, and I am gonna make tacos with them. I've already warmed up 3 corn tortillas, and all I did was put them directly on the stove. If you don't feel comfortable doing that, you can also put them on a skillet and do it that way. You can also turn them into taco shells by baking or frying them. What I'm gonna do now is put these 3 on a plate and simply pick up some of these. Make sure I have some tofu as well as some veggies on each of them and add them to the middle of each tortilla. I like mine to be quite full, but if you don't want yours to be messy, you can go ahead and add less. Actually, I want this one to be a little bit prettier, so I'm gonna add a red bell pepper as well. Move this out of the way. Now I'm going to add on some cilantro. Not only does it make it prettier, but it also makes it taste very, very good. And here, that's all I'm going to add for garnishes, but you can add on vegan cheese, vegan sour cream, you can add on some avocado or guacamole, you can add in a cheese sauce. I have a great vegan nacho cheese that I can include down below, but there are endless options for how you can garnish these or even make a totally different meal from them. I'm gonna serve these up for dinner for me and my husband. I'm gonna make him his tacos now, and I hope you enjoy this recipe. It's been made countless times. It's on my website as well as in my Plant-Based on a Budget Quick and Easy cookbook, so I hope you give it a try. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!